Hey everybody, this is Alex Band from The Calling, and you're listening to 89 FM, the Radio Rock. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited.
So nice to meet you. My name is Fernanda Soldateli. I'm from 89
Nice
FM,
to
the
meet
Radio
you.
Rock. I have some
Yes,
questions for you. Can we start?
go for it.
So you guys are coming to Brazil to do 22 shows, am I right?
Yes,
Oh my God, there's so
I,
much. How are your
it's
expectations?
I told the promoters because this was a tour that had to be canceled and moved a couple times because of my passport drama I had and other issues, and I thought by moving it, it would end up becoming kind of a smaller tour, but for some reason it became bigger, and they wanted us, to do a lot of different, cities, and I was all for it. I mean, I just kind of started. This is the reawakening of the calling. We have a brand new album finished, starts coming out in the summer, and we're and this tour is really kicking off everything. Um, and I'm so excited to go everywhere in Brazil. Lots of places I haven't been, but also to play, smaller venues and smaller towns, giving people the intimate vibe where it's not just, hitting the main cities and giant places we're playing. So it's yeah, it'll be great. I'm super excited about it.
And you already come to Brazil. There's something that is like you like the most here, maybe a food, a drink, a place, I don't know.
I love Brazil. I mean, I love Brazilian food. I love acai bowls, and I mean, I loved eating those in Brazil long before that even became a cool thing in Los Angeles or America. Um, but no, it is hands down the people of Brazil. The fans are so passionate and so supportive and just and steadfast. It's one of the most comfortable environments for me outside of America, of course, to tour in because of the audience. The fans are just they're so welcoming and so connected, and with the whole show, and and singing every word of every song. It's kind of a musician's dream. So it's that's one of my probably my favorite things about Brazil.
And do you think that maybe because the tour was postponed and gonna happen this year, this exciting of the public will be different, maybe more exciting? Do you think something like that?
Possibly. I mean, I hope so. Look, I tried really hard to make the first single release of the Callings' first record in 20 years happen like while this tour was happening. I really wanted that. I tried to do that, but it wasn't possible. So the first single is coming out this summer, but it's um sorry, go back to what you asked again. I don't know how I got into
Yes,
this.
I said like how this tour was postponed. Do you think
Right? Did it?
the
Yeah,
yes,
I mean, yeah. It like I was saying with the amount of places we're going. I mean, it was this tour started out as the usual kind of not usual, but still extended. It was like ten shows through Brazil, and then that got postponed and postponed. And yeah, I don't. I'm hoping, yeah, there's that this will be obviously, people, finally getting we're finally getting there. And but I mean, I don't think anyone's more excited than we are because and me especially. I mean, you know, the last chunk of years they've been really difficult. I've gone through some crazy shit myself, and I'm just blessed to be able to even be doing what I'm doing. So I can't wait to perform again.
yes, and there's some place here in Brazil that you're more excited to go. I know there's some place you never went, but there is like this one I really want to go.
I love some of the beach towns. I haven't been to places like Recife and like sorry, and what is Fortaleza and other places like that. I haven't gone to since the 2000s. So I mean, there's places I'm excited to revisit. But this time we're also going through all of the east and the south of Brazil, and and Manaus and jungle territory. I'm excited. I'm excited to do that, to bring an international band to places where maybe they're not used to that, and and again, playing more intimate shows, more shows, less bigger sizes, and being able I want everyone, it's such a difficult time right now in the world, financially, just emotionally, just between COVID and then the wars and just everything that's happening. It's a struggle for everyone. And I want everyone to be able to just, go to the closest show and not have to like fly to Sao Paulo or go to Rio, and just be able to go to their own town and see us in a place that's, more intimate. Yeah.
That will be amazing. And now I have a question that is more about the history of the band. There is a song that you think is the most important for you and for the band, not like the most listened, but maybe the one that is really most important about the feeling, about the lyrics, something like that.
Obviously, Wherever You Will Go it was, what broke us, and it's still to this day one of the biggest songs ever. It's crazy. But honestly, I would say that one song that's kind of become longer and longer over time live, and it's a song that everyone loves and we connect with, and it's always been universally that special song would be Stigmatized, probably the last song on the first album. I would say that one is that one's also very, very much I tie the memories of performing that with Brazil a lot, and so many great memories of being in Brazil. Yeah. I think this will be my 9th time there.
Do you have a favorite memory here that you can share with us?
I'm so many amazing favorite memories of, incredible fan interaction. When we first started coming there, it was mass pandemonium in the 2000s. This was, like Beatles shit. We were hundreds of fans running as fast as they could to chase our cars, police escorts, fans breaking windows of doors. I had fans sneak into my hotel rooms before. The fans camping out all night down, like I'm on the 15th floor of a hotel, and I'm hearing Stigmatized being sung at like 2 a.m. I'm like, what? And look down, and it's like they're all camped outside the hotel, and they're all singing all night. And I keep back in the day when people gave you actual written letters, and it wasn't all just just social media. The fans at that point would make these crazy long scrolls of paper connected to each other, and I was given a few of them that were multiple miles long. I love Alex, all handwritten. I would call it, over and over a million. Those take people years. I still have those things saved. It's priceless, amazing. Just, yeah, and endless memories.
And now there's one song that you guys are like tired to play. Not that you don't like it, but you play so much times that you're like, oh my God, please ask you for another song, but not this.
Now we got it. That's got to be Wherever You Will Go. But at the same time, performing that song in Brazil is different. It's different than me playing it in America and doing shows in other places. It's different than playing the song for a radio station or playing the song acoustically for social media. I don't know. This is playing it in Brazil. I'm not like so tired of it. I'd say the hit I had with Santana is probably the one that the band and myself probably disliked performing the most, just because it's so kind of different than what we do, because it wasn't a song that was the calling. So.
Okay, it's a little game. I'll explain. If you don't understand, I'll explain it. You need to choose one song of the calling for which member of the band and explain why. Like, who would it be?
Anyone who knows the calling knows that I've just hired people. I've gone through a gazillion different guitar players and bass players and drummers, and and there were some greats that stayed with me for years, but I until now I have never had band members. This is the first time I actually have.
The guys are coming this time.
Daniel D'Amico, who
yes.
our Arms, he was my old partner in the Calling, the original Calling partner. His replacement was Arms. So I mean, I've been working with Arms for 22 years, and I love that he's back. A song. I mean, we have songs that. I mean, we wrote a lot of songs for other artists in the late 2000s, a lot of American Idol people, a lot of stuff like that. But we also wrote songs for my solo record. So, and those are songs I play as well live, and I will be playing. And so, I mean, there's, songs we wrote together are the ones obviously I would connect with him. Like, I'm trying to think. The set is so long. I don't know. We're playing like 20 songs. It's the longest set we've ever played before. I'm not sure which I would connect with him right now.
No problem.
Dom is newer to this, to the Calling. It's been about a year and a half or so that he's been a part of this, but he's phenomenally talented on all levels. He's actually a singer, songwriter personally himself, and he'll be opening for us on some of the dates in Brazil, which is really interesting.
Yes.
Hopefully he doesn't get too tired. But we will be playing a couple new songs from the album that's coming, and one of them's called "Hold of Me," and and every time I play that song, I think of Dom, because it's one of his favorite songs, because he wrote it with us too, and it's fun and up tempo, and yeah. So that'd be probably that.
And who you'll be?
I love singing every song. I don't really have. I mean, I wouldn't even say I'm like most excited to play some new songs. I'm excited. I'm just appreciative to be able to come there finally and play for people, and the audiences in Brazil are just unlike any other. It's just a great connection from the beginning to the end of the show.
Yes, and talking about this album that are coming on this summer, there's some spoiler you can tell us? A little secret just between me and you?
I can tell you a little spoiler. Some of the fans know one of the songs, because this record's been written over the course of the last 10 years, right? And even longer, some of the songs. When when I had Parkinson's, horrible, those times bring out the best songs, and things like that. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm just appreciative to sing all of them. Yeah.
Do you think will be like one of the most important albums for the Calling, for all these times that you were writing this?
Oh yeah, this record is, again, so long in the making. It's, I mean, it was like 30 songs that got cut down to maybe 14, I think, or 15. It's a big record. It's long. It has absolutely phenomenal songs that it feels, to me, the record feels like Camino Palmero, but kind of sounding more, I don't know, more to this day and age, I say. But we stayed true with this new record to the sound. I mean, I didn't like go weird into having lots of effects and weird shit and making it sound like some weird new pop shit. But it's just, yeah, we will be playing that the first single we release, I believe, for the record. I'm not fully sure yet. Will be a song that people have heard. It's called "Stand Up Now." And I have played it live, so people have found it before on YouTube and stuff. But that would be a little spoiler, I could tell you, basically. So I don't even know that, but that "Stand Up" song is one of the singles from the new record. So.
Sorry, I don't think if I understand right. You cut 35 songs out of this album. Is this?
Yeah. There was. Well, again, this has been years and years in the making. I mean, once after I started getting better from the Parkinson's stuff in like 2014, 2015, I was already recording new songs then. And then I got kidnapped and I got my face broken and my teeth. Then I had to deal with that whole thing, and that took more years. And anyway, it's been a long time of creating songs, and then in the last year creating new songs with the guys I have now, and that whole thing is, we've got all different kinds of songs, and yeah, it's a lot of songs. It did start, yeah, it was, I would say, over 30 something tracks produced, fun, and to narrow it down to what we have. Yeah.
And do you think maybe we'll have a part 2 of this album with so much songs?
Oh yeah, you would definitely have part 2. Again, the calling is officially back in business. It has taken a long time for me to get healthy again enough to do this. And also just legal drama with the calling name, and my original partner, he wanted me to never use it again, but he had no authority to do that. And so legally we fought for years and years. I mean, it's only until last year that's finally not some worry I have to have anymore, and that's all done with. And yeah, it's kind of I don't know. It's I'm very excited to get going.
Yeah. I promise we are very excited to have you guys here to hear to the news album.
Awesome.
And it was a pleasure talking to you, Alex. Really.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks so much for your time.
Obrigado.
Thank you. And you're always welcome to the Radio Rock.
Awesome.
When you come to São Paulo, please stand by.
Yeah.
We have a coffee. Do you like coffee?
I love coffee. I live on coffee. Come on. Yeah,
Brazilian coffee is the best. I promise you.
It is. I know. It is. It's very good. And strong. Yeah. No. Are you going to come to the show? Hopefully in São Paulo.
Yes, for sure.
I think we're doing 2 shows and stuff.
Yeah.
2 shows then. Yeah.
Thank
cool.
You.
89, a Rádio Rock.